Hey, what's up, Pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're new over here, my name is Nascha, and welcome to my channel, Lover Huntress. In today's reading, we're going to be asking the question, what makes you so special, and any urgent messages that want to come through. I am also on Patreon. If you do enjoy my readings, I offer exclusive readings on my membership, and I also do private readings at this time. All my info is down in the description box if you're interested in joining or booking a reading with me. So yes, let's pretty much jump into your reading, and I'm going to shuffle your cards and let's see what we have coming through for group 1. So what I'm getting is you are someone who needs, I'm kind of getting like you need a lot of protection around you, because there's something in the way that you move in between worlds. So I'm hearing that otherworldly. So you could be someone that is like a shapeshifter. You dream a lot, you lucid dream, you go in and out of different realities, different timelines, different past lives is what I'm getting. There's something where you can tap into different energy, which makes you see beyond, like I say, beyond the veil, or into different realities and realms is what I'm getting. So I'm kind of, just because I suddenly grabbed my tourmaline crystal here. So this is telling me that because you are able to shapeshift or morph into these realities to see, whether it's also, seeing psychically or time traveling or whatever you want to call it, there's something where you do need a lot of safety around you. So whether this is something that you're doing, I feel a lot of you do know that you're doing this, and a lot of you might be kind of new that you're learning more about it is what I'm getting, because there's something here where you're able to go, I'm kind of getting something with all different elements. So you are able to use all elements I'm getting. So water, earth, fire, air, spirit. There's something that's coming through that's showing me that this is something. So what this is showing me is you as someone that is a magician. You are someone who knows how to use all the different elements to your advantage, to manifest, to heal, and also that's why I'm getting with the manifestation, because you're able to go into different realities, change things, heal things, and jump timelines very easily is what I'm getting, because you hold this energy. This is what is a part of your gift is what I'm getting. But in order to go through these different realities, you're facing a lot of your fears. You're facing a lot of, if you want to call it, spiritual warfare, or kind of battles or internal battles, things that either this is coming up or this is something that you have done for a while now is what I'm getting. But this is why you're able to change your own life, and you're able to use these different elements to manifest things that you want to create in your life is what I'm getting. So you're definitely someone who I feel uses, like, you have a very strong power, and whether you're, again, this like is a general reading, but whether you're someone who's always like you're quite advanced in your craft, it doesn't actually really matter, but you use these elements to create abundance, to change your reality is what I'm getting. So yeah, let's see what else we're coming through. So that's definitely why I feel with the color black, so like the black tourmaline being a lot of protection in your astral traveling and the way you travel throughout worlds. I'm also getting, you might like to wear black for some of you, not all of you, but this color is coming through just to show me that there is a lot of protection. You might be also someone who knows how to cloak themselves, So you're kind of unseen when you go through different realities. This is like a part of your gift is what I'm getting. So I also feel that you are someone that it's like you have this very strong power, very strong manifester, and especially someone who can do this. This is, someone that's traveling in between a lot of different realities and worlds. But there's something here with that you also realize a part of your gift and your power is that you are an observer. You talk when it's necessary because I feel you hold such wisdom to you because there's something here with like an ancient knowledge or something you've tapped into where you do I feel know a lot, but it's like you will only say it when it's necessary. You don't feel like you have to boast. You don't really have, if you see something and it's necessary to say something, you will, but if not, you let it go. So I feel you observe the world and people a lot. Like you're quite humble, so you don't really, because even though it's like this strong, like you're this leader, this person that's very much a magician, you don't need to say a lot because it's kind of like people will reveal themselves to you just by them talking, and like them over talking, you would get a lot out of them or know a lot about them without you having to even do anything, because you could observe their energy and you could read them is what I'm getting. So that's kind of something too about you being able to, it's like definitely you feel what other people are feeling 100%. I feel this is something you've had ever since you were young is what I'm getting, because there's this thing of you having to go through a lot of different situations. Maybe when you had, even I'm getting when you had you felt less powerless, maybe when you were younger, maybe when you were put through difficult situations is what I'm getting. It's like this has also helped you with your gift, because maybe you weren't in the best of circumstances growing up, or even throughout maybe your life, or you've kind of been put into situations where you had to really learn from this. You had to really observe how people were, and maybe there were people that were quite loud or quite, I'm kind of getting aggressive perhaps, but you learned through this and you've kind of alchemized and used that. I'm hearing like used, I don't want to say trauma, but I'd heard, but used these so-called bad circumstances, these things that you went through to you've alchemized that, because now you're able to read situations, you're able to see things through different kind of eyes that not many people will see. And I feel this is because of a lot of things that went on when you were younger is what I'm getting, because maybe I feel like you couldn't really speak or maybe stand up for yourself when you were younger, but this is in turn now given you the strength and the power to really be able to deal with a lot. And it's almost your presence and the way you stand up for yourself it just becomes in your presence. And I feel when you need to say something and when you need to speak in a way that is very much standing up for yourself or setting a boundary, you will do it is what I'm getting. But it's like you're not using unnecessary energy when it's not necessary is what I'm getting. I am being shown that you have in your life been through quite a lot of challenges, but in this is what gives you that really intense humble power that you have, because it's because of I feel you've gone through situations or many obstacles where you've had to learn how the energy is. You've had to learn about how people act in these situations and how the energy moves and flows, and you're someone that has been able to use kind of this pain, this suffering, or things that you've been through or with other people, or and you've used this to, I feel like you've used this to alchemize, like you use this in your magic is what I'm getting. And I feel this is why you're able, because I'm being shown that you go through, like when you're astral traveling, when you're doing some type of work, you're going through kind of this kind of turmoil or kind of darker side or something like this, where I feel it's not only healing yourself from this life and past lives, it's also healing, for some of you, it's like you're helping heal the collective as well. There's some type of higher learning or purpose here that you're using this energy, and why you're not afraid to go there is because you've dealt with this type of energy and conflict and obstacles in your life. That is why you're able to go into these realms. So I hope that makes sense. As I'm being shown, it's almost like I feel maybe most of your life too, you have felt constricted, or you do feel constricted because of the way I feel life has kind of presented you with these obstacles, especially growing up, and now you feel like, what I was talking about. But it's almost through this and through your learning is like you want to be free. You're not a conformist. I do get you are like this rebel. You're this person but it's like you're a rebel in a way that's a strong kind of like able to go into those darker realms and face your own shadow and help the collective in this energy. But also I feel and the reason you're doing this is for your own freedom, and I feel for other people's freedom as well. The freedom to be yourself, to be able to express yourself, because I feel that you are someone that does hold a lot of wisdom, and that in this lifetime you are meant to be someone that is speaking their truth, is showing kind of people, or your community, your friends, your family, it doesn't really matter who it is or what you're doing in this world. And I always say that in the readings, because you still have an energy, and I feel a part of that is to break free from constraints, to show people how to be themselves, to kind of go against the grain of societal norms, because I very much get you are someone who has very different views, and I feel you're very gifted too in the way of like the way you think, and maybe you express this in some type of craft work that you do, because I feel it's something that stands out. It's very unique, something that you do or can be doing that is very left center, that would catch people's attention, and that's 100% because of your energy. Because you don't just do what's normal. You have an energy that's, like the rebel, like if you want to talk about like dark goddesses, or, whatever you relate to, I see this as you going through obstacles, you going through these things to help the collective and to help to heal yourself when you move through these different realms, which I 100% am feeling that perhaps this has been coming on more lately. Spirit is telling me there is something, this reading is timeless, but I am getting that there is something here where there's a lot more of, this energy that is needed, that is you standing up for some type of belief you have, whether it's through your art, whether, through writing, or you're making something because even, when you are making something, a product or whatever it is, or you have a business, or just in your day-to-day life of, your work, your essence holds an energy, and that energy kind of ripples through and causes change, right? So I also am getting that you are someone that, again, I feel you are very, And again, like I don't say anyone's like better than anyone, but this script, obviously I haven't done the other ones, is very advanced. Like your soul is come here to learn some actually very hard lessons, I must say, and can see where it's almost, the reality of what you can create for yourself and what other people can create. And it's almost like you're here to show people that and whatever it is that you're doing. And it's like you can see beyond things. You definitely have, some type of gift of sight, because it's like you can look at something and you have a very different perspective on life, your views, and this is because of what you have been through. And I'm kind of being shown that I am getting you have very like your psychic sight, the way, because there's something about the way you perceive. It's not only this type of perception, it's very psychic driven in the way that you view and see things in a way that some people don't see. And because you have this ability, you're able to help people, or you're able to use this gift in some form of I'm hearing some form of energy, whether this comes through your work or whether it just comes from the essence of you. It's very, it's pretty deep. And I'm also getting like a link to, because it's something like they're telling me otherworldly, and also that there's something, for some of you, this is a message that you are meant to be doing something that's meant to be reaching other people. There's something about you, or something away. And again, maybe that's also just the thing that I was getting about you helping the world, because I'm seeing the world here, and it's like a collective energy where you're going through, whether through meditation, within your sleep, again through, it's going to come through differently for all of you, that the way that you're using these different elements and the way that your energy works and transpires is to 100% you are helping the collective with some type of energy here is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's keep going. So we have, I'm going to pick some more cards. But you are someone who, like you make your own rules up. And I feel people know this about you, whether this is in your style, whether this, again, style is still just comes from an energy, I do believe, and the way you live your life. Because I feel in this lifetime, that you are meant to be doing something where you feel like you are free, and that you are living your life the way that you want to be living it, and in return you're showing and helping other people in that. There's something very I'm getting a couple things too, because again I'm getting something about protection. So protection in the way, there's something that you're like, how I was getting in the beginning, where I got when I picked up my black tourmaline, which I'm getting again that there's something that you need, that is like you need to be very protected because of this work that you're doing. Okay, so again, like you don't have to be actually like doing this as a job per se, but some of you, like I was explaining, it's an energy and it's an essence, and this is something that I feel is coming up very prominent in this reading, that Spirit is saying you kind of had to be a bit cutthroat is what I'm getting, to be honest. And not only have you had to cut certain people out of your life, you've had to really stand up for yourself, and you've had to really you've kind of had to be a bit cutthroat when you have this other side to you, but you are someone that, because you have gone through so much, you kind of know that you have to protect yourself energetically, and you have to protect yourself energetically through that, whether this is through the spirit realm, Yes, definitely through the spirit realm too, and also with people here that you've had to cut cords, you've had to be, and you do it like in a way that is assertive, but it's also from a place of love, because this is about self-love, and also that you know that sometimes you can't help everyone, and you have to also help yourself when you've had to cut cords from people so you could energetically just be detached and not be taking on their things, which I feel was quite a big challenge for you, especially growing up, because you had to take on a lot is what I'm getting. But you also really work and connect to your heart space, but there is something very psychic about you, again, is what I'm getting, where you feel a lot too, especially with feeling a lot through your heart from other people. I almost feel too that a lot of people have tried to bring you down, or still actually do, because of how bright you are. And then almost when you had to be in this energy of, you are a good person, but then you've had to learn how to stand up for yourself and know that by cutting ties and by letting people go, that it does not make you that you're not a good person. It's like you have to take care of yourself, and sometimes people have to learn for themselves, and you can't learn for them, right? But maybe in that, even when you're good, I feel it was so-called good, even when you're just maybe if you were doing something for someone, I feel like people would just take it the wrong way, or some things too, is what I'm getting. It's almost like you're trying to do good by people, but they just see how bright you shine, and but it's almost like they don't know that you've almost had to your world has been turned upside down, literally. Going into the underworld, facing your shadows, like literally, you've had to come from the ground up, build yourself up to, literally, you've had to pull yourself back up from all of these things that have happened to you. And I feel as people don't understand, and that I do feel a lot of people in your life have tried to kind of want you to stay down there, but you've never given up. And I do see you going into the underworld, I'm being shown, where you were able to, it's almost from that place is where you found your strength, where you found your gifts, or where you still are finding your gifts, where it's like, I'm seeing this sunflower, but it's like the sunflower, right, grows from the earth, from deep in the earth, and it's like you've gone to the depths of looking into yourself, looking into the parts of yourself, and seeing the dark parts that you've had to face throughout your life, and maybe still now, but then you always pull yourself back up, and through that, which is so beautiful, then I see the sunflower being kind of like being born with you, reborn into the why you shine, and into why you're growing so tall, because you have roots that are very, very deep embedded into the earth, where not only are you learning for yourself, but I feel for a lot of like your ancestors too. Yeah, so it's like, so you just kind of bringing yourself back into this world, where again they're showing me you travel to all parts, but there's something about you that you've come back for a lot of very deep learning within yourself, and through this again will trigger other people when you've just had learned to cut them out of your life and continue your growth without them, is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's really interesting. I gotta see this. Yeah, I feel that you've had to either overcome, or you still kind of go through. There's these challenges where when you go into these different realities and you see different things, it's almost that I feel too, you have also been kind of trapped in illusions, or can have been trapped in different worlds, when you've really had to, again, that kind of like vision I'm getting of you pulling yourself out, because you've had to go into these kind of illusions, into these worlds where you had to figure out that it wasn't real and that you had a choice to leave and that wasn't your reality. But it's almost like you had to visit these different realities to get to a place where you had to understand the energy, because it's something that you hold within yourself, where you've come back to learn about different realms, the darkness, because that's where you learn from, and that's where you've realized that it's an illusion and that you have a choice not to be there. But there's something where I feel this is like been a really hard one, and again where some of you might have had kind of different interactions where you've had to kind of really face your own shadows, but things that some of you may have seen psychically. I feel like there's a lot of vision. There's a lot of like spirit activity in this one. And even maybe for yourself too. For some of you may have come, you may have had addictions, or you may have just associated with things like this, or things that are associated with the darker kind of like realms or things, which is nothing wrong, because I feel like some of us go there. I've seen this again, like me explaining this energy, is so you can understand the energy, and so you're not afraid of it, because the world is both dark and light. But you're someone who's meant to come back to go into these realities and realms, go into the darkness, so you can learn from it, heal yourself, pull yourself back up, and then kind of like share this energy and change the energy collectively, is what I'm getting. I feel like also it's like a lot of things about changing your reality too, about something coming through about changing your reality about what you can have in this world, the freedom, and I'm getting around financial freedom. So this is something that you've had to, or are still learning about, because there's something about illusions, and the way you want to work and be in this world is different to kind of like what it's like you going against society, you making your own reality. And I feel this is something also why you've come back to, because there's something with you going in and out, and then knowing that I can change my reality, and that's why you're that manifester, because you're meant to be here to have a life full of financial abundance and not be, and having like freedom. And this is something, again, which I feel is a part of like that reality, and what you are pulling yourself out of, and what you're learning is what I'm getting. So that is what I have for you, group 1. That was like really interesting. Please give this video a like if you liked it. It does really help my content. I'd be so grateful, and I'd love to hear what pile you were underneath, or leave me emoji. It does really help my content as well. Thank you so much for letting me read this amazing energy, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, what's up, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we're going to be asking the question, what makes you so special? And my name is Nascha, if you're new over here, and welcome to my channel, Veil of a Huntress, or welcome back. I am also on Patreon. If you do enjoy my readings, I do offer exclusive readings over there on my membership. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, I am doing them at this time. All the info is down in the description box. So let's pretty much jump into your reading, and let's see what is coming through for you. So there's a very strong energy coming through for you. I feel that you are someone who, you have like a power where there's something I definitely get that is in your bloodline, where you have the ability to almost like, I feel you, okay, there's a lot of things coming through. You're here for a lot of people's karma, and there's something in your bloodline where it's almost the people that you meet, you have a way of, really you are the karma. You have an energy that you're meant to come back to meet different people and kind of to help them in lessons in their life as well as your own. But I am very much getting, for majority of you, I am getting very much the witch's circle. So this might be something you relate to, or it's just like very much in your ancestral line is what I'm getting, that I'm being shown. It's something very powerful about your energy, and I do feel that you are someone who does, you might work a lot with magic. I am getting a lot of moon magic. I'm getting very strong. This is 100% like a witch's circle, because I get a different energy when I pick up on when I'm like connecting with them. So this is definitely the energy they're telling me 100%. Is something where I also feel in a sense too, like with this karma, you're actually also showing people that they can break free of something that is unhealed in their lives. So it's not like you're just, you're not giving people kind of like bad lessons per se. It's like the karma is that you're helping people to heal, really. But sometimes, of course, in these healings is when people are showing things they don't want to see, or bring up healing within them that is needed for them to kind of be set free. So I feel a lot of these people that maybe you come across, whether connections, friendships, whoever they are, I feel are people that felt very trapped or feel very trapped in their lives, and you have come as someone that holds this very strong power. You actually have the ability to free them, but it's almost that they can't see, where they feel they're still trapped, but you're kind of showing them this way of, I kind of have this, the doors open and you're able to be set free. So maybe I feel maybe people are scared of this, or scared of this energy, or not wanting to be set free, but there's something about you have, what makes you special is you have this ability to be able to heal people is what I'm getting. I very much also get that you are someone that, like, I feel you're not someone who has ever given up, whether in life, whether on, even with people. Sometimes maybe it's been hard for you too to perhaps let go of connections, or friendships, friendships, lovers, whatever, relationships. I feel like maybe in life it has been sometimes hard for you to let go when you know you can help people, when you've kind of given them this doorway but they're not able to see. And sometimes maybe it's been hard for you to leave people behind, or know that you felt like you didn't want to give up on people. But I feel this is also part of your lesson, where you've kind of given them, you're given them the ability to see all this type of healing energy. But I do feel that you've had to learn to let go and know that you can only help them so far, when the rest is up to them, is what I'm getting. But there's something that I get is that you are someone who has great perseverance in your life, and I feel even when you didn't want to keep going, you still kept going. And I feel, again, with this group too, I feel that there has been a lot of challenges that have occurred in your life, but there's something inside you that, whether this you want to say is your ancestors or your spirit guide, kind of, even when you felt like when you've been in those places, when you've really felt trapped yourself, I almost feel like you go through these times, but there's something here where I feel your ancestors or your guides really lift you up, and they really help to pick you up. So when you suddenly get that urge, or that you've just got to keep going, I feel this is a part of your bloodline, and a part of the guidance that you have around you. So it almost could be that you would feel, say if you were having a moment and you were crying, or you were just feeling really, really down, then suddenly either you would switch, or something in the energy would change and you would just stop, or you just felt peaceful. That is when your guides have come in to kind of help you. And so if any of you experience that feeling, it's they're coming in to show you that, or just to support you and to let you know not to give up, to keep going. And I feel too, there's something where almost in this power you hold, you have learned or are still learning to show this aspect of yourself, to use this in your life, in your work, to really hold this energy and show it and embrace it is what I'm getting. Because in embracing this, I feel this is where your confidence will come from, or does come from, because there's something very bold and different about you. And maybe you've always felt, I do feel that maybe you've hidden this in the past, whereas some of you, this is a general reading, so some of you are showing this, but some of you are still learning to be okay with that. So, it's totally fine, and it doesn't matter what stage, we're in, but I feel this is the journey. And there's almost something where in your power and your confidence, and when you're kind of getting that nudging and that support from your guides to keep going, to stand up and show who you are, is when I feel like you will have, when you will like embrace your power, which is showing this. And I do feel like this is why you've come back to be different. And because there's something very I don't even want to say it, I don't even know if magical as a word, because it's so powerful, and the energy you hold is very deep. And because the ability, because you are a healer, whether you're doing this work or not as a job, it doesn't matter, because again, like I always say, it's an essence of what you hold, so you bring it into your everyday life, right? Okay. And you are a healer, and you have the ability to tap into what people are feeling. And I feel that's why you have this ability, because you feel other people's pain, that you didn't want to let go of people before. So I feel like that was maybe sometimes the challenge, because it's like you hold this great power, but you are someone that understands, because you are sensitive too. It's like you're very powerful, and also you're very sensitive to people's feelings, to what people are going through, is what I'm getting as well. But there's also a sense, and I'm hearing in your power, is the ability to trust life and trust the flow, and trust that things will work out for you. There's something about, I'm hearing something about when you're doing your manifestation work, when you are putting things out, there's something about letting it go and then letting it manifest. Okay, that's just coming through as a message, because there's something about it all will happen, but you need to let go of it in order for it to come when it's ready, and to come in the way that you can't control how it's going to come into your existence. But maybe this comes from just like you wanting to protect yourself, I feel. And so something about this is just message coming through. But I'm 100% getting that the more you show yourself and the more you are you, it's like you don't have to hide yourself anymore, is what I'm getting. That's kind of what Spirit is telling me. You're someone who has very deep power. You're someone who's very different. But the more you embrace this and stand out, it's almost like then your life will be more in alignment. Not kind of, maybe you in the past or now you dim yourself down, but it's like you feel different to other people, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. But I very much get that there's something in your soul's journey and your purpose and why you're here is to be the authentic you, to show yourself in all its glory. But there's something, maybe there's like an industry you work in, or maybe there's something where it still feels you know, for some of you, if it still feels a bit uncomfortable being this person, and maybe you're also scared of your own power, because you know you own a lot of, you own a lot of power here. But manifesting those things, putting out, you know, however you do it, however you're doing your magic or your craft or your manifestation, your goals, whatever you want to call it, there's something here about letting it go, but then standing into who you are, because then that is how it's going to manifest, is what I'm getting. Yeah, again, because I've got this Raven, this magic card, Own Your Power, which is definitely the one that comes through when it's connected to the witch's realm, that this means about your power is very unique, very special. And yeah, something coming through maybe too about some of you have this thing too, potentially about past lives, or when you have held this gift and, you know, when you were condemned as such for just being yourself, really, you know. And it doesn't really matter how you're going to show yourself, because all of you are going to be different, right? But there's something that is a true, authentic you and who you know you are. And again, you're getting something like maybe you're in a different industry or something where I'm kind of getting the key to your manifestations. They're telling me is standing in your power and being you. And I feel that's when this kind of something's going to take off here, because there's a lot of gifts that you hold. And also I'm hearing about it's okay to put yourself first too, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's shuffle some more cards. Yeah, there's something about it's okay. Because again too, I feel for some of you there could be something in the way of how you look too, and that maybe some of you excuse me, there's something in your beauty too that's coming through. And maybe there's a thing about, you know, about vanity, or someone has said something to me in the past about how I looked. It's like here about the way you look, because you very much have a very beautiful energy inside and out, but someone who's very majestic and powerful. So it's almost like showing yourself now and knowing that it, you know, I think the thing is too that in my last reading of, you know, sometimes people are not going to like us, but why? Again, I think that's the struggle of, are you going to dim yourself down for a percentage of people that don't like you, or would you rather be in your own power? And I think that's the thing. I think also, you know, that can be difficult, of course. And that is the beauty of owning your power and kind of you've come back here to be this person. And this isn't, I'm getting something that you need to hide, because again, yeah, something about your past life too coming through. And almost like maybe something about guilt, or or how you look or something, people making you feel bad for being beautiful. Okay, what else have we got? Yeah, I'm getting something very much about manifestation. Okay, that's like crazy. Okay, so the cards I picked. Okay, very much what they're telling me is the more you stand in your power, and what I've just kind of the messages I relayed, I see this 100%. Again, this is coming through about your manifestation work. The more you stand into this power I've talked about, and this beauty that you hold, the more then I see every part of your life that you're trying to manifest coming into it's all come, like I've literally picked the cards, you can't see them, but I literally picked all the cards, and that was just kind of Yeah, a little bit amazing. That's what I was like. So they're just showing me that emotional fulfillment, adventure, your life, your career, where you're going to live, stability, it's all in the cards. And it all stems from you also freeing yourself and owning who you are. And also the illusion too that maybe you had to be someone else, or maybe the thing about you're different. Yeah, I 100% get this is to do with your finances and what you're trying to bring in. If you're trying to bring in something in your career, or there's something going on at the moment, because it seems to be coming up, this is a part of like your gift and why you're special. But again, the key is to you embracing this power that you have and not hiding it. And then that's how, again, it's like the release of not trying to make it happen, but letting the universe, your spirit guides, ancestors, letting them kind of then releasing it to them to bring this into you. It's almost like a test. Are you going to stand in your power and be yourself and know you're not trapped, and in holding something that's very much, embedded in you? Maybe, because I do feel like there's something about being, but for some, about the past life coming through where you were, like condemned, or, we all know what happened. So there's something about a transformation here where there's something about a letting go and letting yourself. Even if you are at this stage, I still feel this is going to be a message for everyone that's listening to this pile. There's something more here. There's something about letting go of something and letting this transformation occur. Almost like I'm getting a rebirth. There's something that I feel is very strong here, that is going to be a rebirth into a creation of your new life. And it could be something astrologically that's going on. This reading's timeless, but I am getting that they're saying to me a total there's some type of rebirth where then I'm seeing you fully standing into something maybe you thought you would never do, becoming kind of this person who is like kind of locked within you. There's something more here to be unlocked. And then I see it manifesting into kind of there's a lot of, like, in all areas. It's not even one area of your life, it's all areas of your life. And then I see this also, especially around finances. It's almost like you'll be rewarded. It's kind of like the universe will reward you once you really stand into who you know you are. Okay, let's see what else we have. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a big shake up for this group. That's what I'm getting. And I feel there's something here about also owning, where I was saying owning your power, but also taking your power back is what I'm getting. Even if this is from past lives, or in this life, there's something about regaining your sense of identity, where maybe I'm getting you have something that's happened, or has happened with people where they made you feel bad for being yourself, or holding this beautiful energy, or being different, where it's time to call back your power, I'm getting. And in this, it's like getting your power back, taking back what is rightfully yours, and because I pulled the death card too. So I am seeing something quite major happening for this group, where you are being reborn into this person who truly is you deep down. And that is the key to your manifestation, is what I'm getting. So let me pick some more cards. Let's see. Because maybe some of you some of you don't like the attention sometimes. Maybe because sometimes you've had so-called like negative attention. And maybe you feel too there's something where if you are yourself, you feel you're giving off the wrong impression, or there's something like this that's happened before. So I feel this is kind of like one of your lessons that's coming through, where it's if I'm beautiful, if I show this type of energy, or if it's something in your seductive quality, or even just in your, it doesn't really matter what gender you are, or just being in your sexuality, being in this energy of who you are. I feel maybe there's something around this, because I do feel you hold this energy as well, where there's something too about maybe you also, because you have a gift of maybe attracting a lot of different people, and then sometimes maybe the people haven't been so good, or you get the attention because of your looks or just the energy you hold. So maybe this has come through experiences or relationships you've had before, where you've had to kind of now I feel call back your energy, and you're feeling, if I show this, is it kind of, is this going to happen again? But I think this is a part of the journey where it's about not dulling yourself down because you've had so-called bad experiences happen to you, where people have taken your power before, but now it's like calling your power back and knowing you can, I think, and learn in discernment too, but that you are, of course, going, when you have this energy, of course you're going to get all kinds of, you could attract all kinds of energy, right? But it's like using your discernment of who you want to let into your life. But I am also getting a message about, again, because there's something coming through about your skills and maybe what you want to do with work, or something a lot of you are trying to create for yourself, where they're telling me, again, this is the key, but what does make you special, I feel too, is I feel that when you have had real purpose and real, like, you're very focused on what you've wanted to create, I think you are someone, I know you are someone who is able to create that. And again, I feel this comes from when you're very confident in your decision, and when you're very kind of inward and aligned, is when I feel when you're in that state, this is when you're very much being able to manifest, is what I'm getting. So there's something I'm feeling that, again, because a lot of manifestation skills were coming in, I do feel like you are trying to create something. This could be around abundance, or something you're trying to bring into your life. But they're saying when you're very focused, you almost have this energy of like a warrior. And I feel maybe, because I feel your personality and your energy switches, where you have this empress, and again, doesn't matter what gender you are, but it's like this beautiful nurturing quality that you have, but also you have an energy to you that when you're aligned and focused, you are able to bring things into your life, is what I'm getting. And I do feel very much this is something around career, is what I'm being told. Yeah, there is something here about your, again, coming through about your beauty, and maybe people have like also judged you too, that there's something about a judgment and them kind of judging that you weren't intelligent, or you didn't know something, because of how you looked, or because it's like a gender, or you're in it, something like this is coming through. Because I am getting, maybe, again, it's coming through about the energy of maybe people lusting after you and coming in the past, or maybe still now, coming to you for kind of reasons that you've had to learn from. And again, that's what's getting the discernment. And then you feel something, if I show myself or I'm too much this way, that it's going to attract this type of attention. But I am getting something here about, this is coming through. So I think this is also the energy you hold. You have an energy where, because you are nurturing and have this beautiful inside out energy, I think you do attract romantic, if you want to say, romantic interest. Seems to be a lot of interest in you coming through in this way. But I think this is a part of, like I was saying, the journey of what you're learning and what you're going through, and that you're able to stand in this energy, but being discerning of who you're getting, but also, like, of course, you would need a lot of energetic boundaries and protection around you too. But again, yeah, it's just coming through. So let's see if we have any. So let's see the last messages. Yeah, because I'm getting that. I'm still getting something about a career here. Well, some of you feeling bored in some way. Yeah, and yeah, so I pulled the Queen of Wands. Definitely magnetic energy, it's what I was getting. The more you stand down in this energy and show yourself, something I'm getting is like leading you to something that you're wanting to create for yourself. And for majority, it is something to do with your career. I feel like you're feeling a bit stagnant in life, where it's like you don't have to hide yourself, and you can step into this energy where maybe you've felt something that maybe you thought you've created drama or created some not so good situations with people in your life. But I think this is just a part of you learning again and not letting it stop you from moving forward in your life. Yeah, I definitely get a lot of attention too. So this is a part of what does make you special and unique, is what I'm getting. But that you're also learning about having very strong boundaries and protecting your power and protecting yourself, really, from whoever's kind of like not coming in with good intentions. I think this is what you have learned so far and what this kind of journey is about for you. It's kind of like standing out, holding these beautiful qualities and creating a life that you want. And it's like, just because you have magnetic energy and because you're different and have like some powers that probably a lot of people want to be around, because I think, again, because you have that healing energy, probably a lot of them wanted to like have taken your energy, is what I'm getting from the past. So Spirit was saying about calling your power back and knowing you can move forward, kind of being reborn. And just because this has happened to you before, it's about you kind of like learning, or you already know it, to put up really good boundaries and discernment around who you decide to let into your world. Really feel it's going to be a huge shake-up for this group, but I feel it's really good. I feel like something here is going to like come through for you, where you're just going to have like, because something feels like maybe I'm a bit stagnant or bored. It's going to be a huge shake-up. And this is definitely what is going to be coming through for this. I see like major transformation here, which is amazing. I think you're calling this in and you're ready for change, and you're ready to really be standing and owning. There's a lot of like magic power here and magnetic. Like, you are someone that can just, I know you hold this energy where you can attract different lovers or people, and you get a lot of attention, and that's maybe why you don't want to show yourself. But I definitely see something coming through. We're going to be learning, or you already know about something here about huge boundaries, but then you're going to be like stepping into something that's going to transform, and you're going to step back into this energy or reborn into something new with this energy, and it looks like pretty amazing. So that is what I have for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It does really help my content. Let me know what number you were down below, and leave me an emoji. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me read your amazing energy, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, what's up, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're new over here, my name is Nascha, and welcome to my channel, Lover Archetype. Or welcome back. I'm also on Patreon. If you do enjoy my readings, I do offer exclusive readings on my membership, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, I'm offering these at this time. All that info is down in the description box. So yeah, in today's reading, we're going to be asking the question, how special are you? And yeah, let's see what is coming through for you, group 3. So with this, with your energy, I am getting that you are someone that is very quick-witted. You might also have a bit of a sense of humor to you, or you know what to say if, I don't know, if someone's trying to be a bit smart to you or maybe put you down. I feel like you'd have good comebacks. There's something about the way your mind works that's quite sharp. Maybe you didn't feel, or for some of you, maybe you didn't feel that you are very smart, but what I'm getting is that you are. And maybe in the past, you've had people that have put you down, but you're really realizing how intelligent you are. And yeah, and also I feel in the way that you move through life. And there's something about that I get I feel like you don't really like to procrastinate a lot, or when you think about things, when you're determined, you can make things happen. So there's a focus here of determination. You both may have picked another pile as well, but there's something here about you being able to move through life quickly. And I feel this is the way your mind works. So if you wanted to get something done, or if you had a goal or a vision, once you're very focused, I see your mind is very quick-witted in the way that you would be able to execute this plan, this idea. I also feel that you get a lot of downloads. Again, with this group, I feel you're very connected to higher realms or angelic realm, because there's like a purity to you. But in this purity, it's also not to be messed with, is what I get. Because there's something where... I get that, yeah, there's something about you with higher learning and tapping into higher dimensions. So you could really connect to the angelic realm or galactic, because I'm getting a lot of kind of like crown chakra where, yeah, they're telling me you're getting a lot of downloads lately, or you are a person that does. So if you do get new ideas or something, or like visions, a calling to do something, or dreams, this is the spirit realm giving you these downloads to kind of give you the information and knowledge or the ideas to do this plan, or this, this idea that they're giving you, is what I'm getting. There's also something that with you that also I am getting, because I'm just getting different realms now, I also am getting some of you very connected to like nature. Maybe that's because you get these quite high kind of like you're very connected to higher realms. So maybe there's something too with the being grounded in this earth, where I do feel a lot of whether you like to spend time in nature, or there's something about a connection to the land, plants. Yeah, just something about the earth and something about you being really related to, I'm just getting connection to the earth very strongly here. So let's see what else is coming through. So maybe too, I feel what makes you special as well is maybe you are someone that... I feel that sometimes like spirit does give you ideas to try different new things. So sometimes these are things that are outside your comfort zone, is what I'm getting, where you're really being encouraged in kind of this lifetime, which I feel is a part of the reason you're here, is to try different ventures and try different new things. I'm getting a lot of knowledge with you, so it's a lot of air energy, so I feel a lot of like intellect, a lot of maybe you really like to learn about new things. You are someone that's very articulate as well, or you like to, this is something you're like leaning into more, because I feel like you are, but again, there was something coming through about maybe people kind of putting you down previously, where you thought maybe I couldn't do this new thing, or I wasn't kind of smart enough, or something like this, where it's like you are. But you are being encouraged to try, because I feel like you're getting some ideas, or recently you have tried something new, which maybe felt outside of your comfort zone, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you might be really connected to some of you, like your spirit animals or actual animals, because there's a lot of nature elements coming through here, where I feel you have a way of understanding things of this earth, such as plants. You might be someone that knows like about herbs, or knows how to cook with them, or make different things, or something about healing, using these properties. Something like a connection with this is what I get with you, and also a connection to animals, or like animals or children would really like you, or just like look at you or something like this. Or some of you, I was thinking like intuition, or some of you, there's something about animals for sure coming through, but you have you're very intuitive, and someone who, because either I feel in this lifetime it's also been encouraged for you to learn about different things that, or you feel excited about learning about things about the world, is what I'm getting, or you have been recently getting some type of ideas to do this. But they're also showing me that I'm kind of someone that has to learn, or you are still learning, or you have learned to really stand up for yourself. I feel like maybe you in the past, or when you were younger, maybe, I feel like maybe you put out ideas, but they were so, like, I feel like your vision is very to the future. So maybe you had visions or ideas that people didn't really agree or don't really see your vision, because it's so in advance, and it's so what is being channeled through from different realms or realities, this higher dimension. So people would kind of say that's weird, or not agree with it. So you maybe didn't bring things up or want to share something like this. But I feel like your ideas and what you know is kind of from the future. So you're ahead of your time, and maybe you had an idea before, and then again someone else then did the idea, or there's something about you bringing in information or messages from kind of like the future, if that makes sense, and then kind of like you're meant to bring it into this existence. So you could be really innovative. I do get something about I'm hearing learning higher knowledge with you, and maybe something. It's something that you're meant to bring down from, like I was saying, the higher existences or realms that are channeled down to you, but you're meant to bring it into this earth. So some of you are using this to help the earth, to help other people. It doesn't really matter what you're doing with this. It's going to be different for all of you, but I see that you're meant to bring this information, or this idea that you're meant to learn something to help the planet is what I'm getting. So this is something that is quite unique about you in the way this information comes through. So you've kind of had to learn to trust that. So some of you, it's going to be different for all, but even, because I'm getting all kinds of things, because it's like general reading, but you're meant to be using this type of knowledge to help humanity to, in some way or form, or and especially I'm getting like the planet, like the world, especially, the earth too. So this would be something that interests you, or, so let's see, what else is coming through. I feel there's something too that you're very special, because there's something very giving about you, and so what you're here to do. And again, it doesn't matter what you're choosing to do in this world, but I do feel you have this energy of what you have, you will always share with others, you will always give to others. You're very generous with your time, and even some of you, your money. And I feel kind of like, because you are like generous like this, that the universe will always give back to you. You might be interested in something in a career that is made from, I'm getting something around the earth. So yeah, it's going to be different for all of you. That might be specific for someone, but there's definitely something connected to the earth, like, yeah. Okay. Let me see what else I'm getting. Something coming through too about you. I think there's something about your dream time that's quite significant. Maybe you had when you were younger, maybe you had kind of bad dreams or something like this. Or, yeah, there's something about your dream time coming through. Some of you might have stopped dreaming, but some of you kind of have this connection to the other, like the dream world, where even I do think you're getting a lot of messages. But I think maybe some of you might have kind of blocked this, or maybe it's not so strong anymore because of the things you used to see when you were younger, is what I'm getting. It's almost like I feel like some of you have blocked this off because maybe it was too much coming through. But there's something very significant about when you're dreaming, and it's almost like I'm seeing you having to kind of like wear an armor, and maybe during dream time you have taken it off, but some of you have kept it on, is what I'm getting. So you're not kind of getting, something about sleep interruption when you're younger, or something about now. But yeah, I'm getting some of you haven't been dreaming. That's just for some of you. But it's very much coming through that you are someone, you're meant to, like, even in your career or whatever you choose to do in this world, I feel it is very much of something that is helping, or it's just the way that you are doing this comes from your heart space, that you very much have it's almost like I get, even if you didn't have a lot, you would always kind of give to people. It's like the generosity that comes in the way you understand people, your empathy, the way you, it's the way you feel about people. And maybe some people might think it's interesting because I get that maybe because you have been put down in the past, or something has happened where you didn't really want to share your ideas because they were kind of like left field. Is it left field, left center? I always forget that. That you kind of had to learn to, you had to learn to stand up for yourself. But but it's like you still are very generous and you're a very kind person. But maybe because you also have this energy, because there's something about you wearing kind of this armor of protection during, the day, as what I was getting, is because of what has happened. But maybe people feel a bit intimidated by this, or maybe it's not your intention, but you could come off a bit cold just because of what has happened to you before. Maybe I also feel that your kindness too was taking advantage. Or maybe you too, also, I'm meaning like maybe you were in connections as well when people kind of put you down, when you maybe brought up an idea and they made you feel like your idea wasn't valid, or your perspective on life wasn't valid. But there's something very smart about you. But it's almost like, yes, you could apply that, and some of you are, and you're studying, or you have studied, and you're, doing something of this nature, whatever it is. But also I just feel that the way you think too, it's like, yes, you're logical, but there's almost a way that I don't feel many people would understand. And I feel that maybe also it has been hard for you to explain or articulate ideas when people just didn't know what you were talking about, because you're so different, and it's channeled. So I feel like people have kind of said that doesn't make sense, or that would never work, and that kind of why I feel maybe you walk around with maybe that bit of that armor where you don't let that part of yourself be seen, whereas actually it's very good ideas. You're just very ahead of the times, is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's almost like something about you and being very innovative and new, and the like forward thinking. and very smart. You've kind of had to, like, in this journey, kind of call that back and stand into that, because that is who you are and it's not to be hidden. And maybe the times where you have tried to, because I feel like you get new ideas that maybe people haven't thought about, or the way you look at life or interpret things is very different to a lot of people. I'm also getting, there's a lot of deep emotions here too. Some of you, it's random, I'm just going to say everything that's going through. Some of you might also relate to, because I'm getting a lot of siren energy, mermaid. There's something here too that some of you might connect to, because there's something very beautiful where I'm getting almost fantasy like that. Almost like you can see into these worlds, or into somewhere where you like to escape, where you see it. Just the way you look at life is really beautiful. You channel all these different innovative new ideas that no one's thought about, but then you also have a way of seeing into these different, like a different world. And I'm getting because it would almost be, the fairy realm, or this siren energy, where you connect to that, where you see these kind of beautiful existences, and it's like you're very smart, but there's something more to what meets the eye. So it's very kind of, yes, you're very logical and you have these kind of different ideas, but there's something about you that also reaches for or sees something beautiful in the way that I'm getting around nature and the ocean, and kind of like through animals too. So it's quite different, I feel. So let's see what else is coming through. It's very interesting. And maybe also that's a part of yourself for some of you don't. For some of you do share with people, but for some it's maybe something you've related to or went to when you were younger, or a place you escaped to, or something in your mind you went to because of the way you were maybe spoken to, or your ideas were kind of put aside. I definitely get spirit. I've just pulled the Raven Magic card, Own Your Power. It's also come up in another pile. So to me, when that comes through, is definitely someone who holds very deep wisdom. And again, I relate this card to very much the witch's circle, or that type of magic, that power, which you very much I've picked for you. So I think there is something here where you can use your magic and the way you work, and I guess that's how you look into these different beautiful existences when we're talking about the ocean, or this, the mermaid, the siren, and these different realms when you connect into nature, and the beauty you see in that. But it's also like you also have this articulate mind where you're using your intellect with and entwining that in with your magic. So that's kind of next level. And again, like I get with this group, it's kind of, you may have picked another group as well. Again, I am getting that message that, as I've kind of felt this reading is timeless, but I am getting something huge is about to happen in terms of transformations, because I'm picked it up nearly. I did pick it up in this reading, and the rest of the readings too. So there's very much something coming through where something's going to happen that's going to cause some type of realization. It could be Lionsgate, but again, this reading's timeless, so whenever you're watching it will be relevant to you. I kind of maybe get it as Lionsgate. I kind of feel like something quite significant is going to happen that's going to cause some type of shake-up and some type of like realization of who you are. And it's kind of like how I was picking up on, you know, what has happened to you in the past, but who you are in this at your soul level, and what makes you unique, and the power of like stepping into that and fully like owning that and showing that, especially with this own your magic. And then I picked the butterfly transformation, get ready for a big breakthrough, which I feel there's something quite powerful, because I have got the Queen of Swords here for you, representing you. I am being also shown that, also telling me that you do have a good sense of humor as well. I think I said that in the beginning, just coming through again. But and I think that's, it came in the beginning, because I think you can kind of match people, like match their energy and just what you would say or how you would direct the energy, where people again might underestimate you, but you're very smart. And again, the sense of humor and the way you move through life is very, it's kind of very joyful as well. I think you've had to lean into that because of maybe the challenges you've been, you know, that you have been through, and the way in the past you've been treated. But I feel there's something about a humor or a lightness that you bring, that you have in your energy. And I think you also bring that through in conversation. And yeah, there's something about your energy that's actually, you can make people laugh, which is actually a real gift, because especially in this day and age, it's like, yeah, and it's like, because it's really quick-witted, almost the comedian, or maybe you're the class kind of clown, or you're just a bit funny, but your jokes are, and I think it's just something really different. And yeah, I'm kind of picking up on that now. It's yeah, because I think it's because you're smart and you just know how to make like good jokes, even if they're just kind of little something, or it don't even have to be good jokes. I just think it's your energy and the way you're able to kind of cut through, maybe cut through the energy when maybe energy is quite intense. That's a part of your gift. And I think maybe you've also had to lean into that because of, I was getting the challenges you've been through, especially when you were younger, that you always kind of search for that light. Because you are the light. Yeah, so it's kind of like you have the ability in the darkness, because you are the light, to bring some type of humor or lightness, is that what I want to say? Some type of light to situations where you have that power to do that, which is like pretty cool. Yeah, I feel too, it's like something about, you might have also a side to where I said some of you relate to that siren energy. Some of you might have kind of that independence to you, or you just like to spend time alone because you like to learn, or you need, something about you thinking a lot, you like to have that time alone. Yeah, you definitely can also, something about foresight too, which I kind of was getting with maybe your dreams. But yeah, they're letting me know that you have had visions of because of course you'd have visions of the future, because I'm like, they're giving you channel downloads, so makes perfect sense. You channel things because you see into the future, you're way ahead of your time, and therefore I picture the giraffe, which says foresight. You are able to see what is in store for the future, which pretty much like says it all, right? You are someone who's very gifted in the sense that you're having, especially now that I was saying, I feel there's a lot of things going on right now, and I think also you're going to be going through some major transformation. So I would be writing down those ideas that are coming through if you haven't already, because you're getting some amazing foresight into your own life, maybe other people's lives, to help them, or something where I said you're helping humanity in some way, the earth, the collective. There's something here where they're telling me, they're like, it's your gift. But you've always had this. This is something you can tap into more for, depending on who you are. But I definitely see as a gift here. And they're also telling me they gift you with these ideas because you're someone who they believe can execute them, put them into like a reality, put them into the 3D. You're the person that can research these things or let people know about these things, however it's going to relay, in your life. But I feel you are someone who is a messenger in some way or form, or because you get these messages, and then it's like you're, the way you're going to translate this is going to be different for everyone. Again, some of you are learning something different and, going to university, or you've already gone, or you're something like this, or some of you are actual messages where, because it's going to be different for everyone. So there's something I am getting. It's almost like, you're a messenger or a guide, or you are getting these very particular downloads because you're meant to be serving humanity in some type of way or form. Something about healing. So it's kind of like, and again, take it to kind of how it resonates with you, but it's just going to be on however you're taking this message in your life. And also they're telling me that whatever you do need, because there's something about you being generous and giving, and something about what you're meant to be doing in this world, you will always be taken care of. And it's kind of like something saying here that you will always have the resources you need. You'll always have what you need when you get these downloads, or if you're getting new ideas or channelings, or there's something where they're saying you can, for message for someone, you can do it. You will always have what you need, because they will always give you what you need in order for you to kind of accomplish this mission. That's what I'm hearing. But there's something, that's kind of amazing. Wasn't really expecting, didn't know what I was expecting from that. But it's very, very interesting in the way you're, very unique and special. So that is what I have for you, group 3. I hope you found this reading interesting. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, because it does really help my content. Be so grateful. And let me know what number you are, or drop me an emoji. And thank you again for letting me read your amazing energy, and I'll see you in the next reading. See ya.